Hi everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a 65-minute Pilates with Fitball class. So you can definitely do this anywhere from beginner to intermediate through to nothing too super crazy advanced, but it's a nice challenging class for all levels. In terms of the size of your ball, when you're sitting on the ball, mine's a little bit flat, it's not ideal. But when you're sitting on the ball, you don't want your knees way higher than your hips. You want kind of hips and knees in a line, or hips slightly higher than the knees. So my ball is a 65 centimeter ball, and normally when it's pumped, my position on it is a little bit better. You don't necessarily need to have your ball super hard, but you don't want it to be really squishy and flat. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you want to see more of something or less of something, please let me know in the comments. I do read them. The classes are coming. They sometimes just take a while. We are going to get started today with the ball just resting gently in between our knees, standing at the top of our mats. Standing with the ball just in between your knees, ground down evenly through both feet. Take a nice deep inhale, draw the shoulders up by the ears. Nice big open mouth exhale, roll the shoulders down the back, open the palms. From here, you're going to ground down through the first toe, second toe. And see how that lights up your inner thighs. Give a little bit of squeeze on that ball to see if you can engage all the way up the inner thigh line into the pelvic floor. Take a nice deep inhale. Take the hands to the ribs and feel the ribs expand. As you exhale, you're going to press down through the big toe, second toe, draw up through that inner thigh line, draw the pelvic floor up. Inhale, feel the ribs expand, let everything go. Exhale, gentle squeeze on that ball, inner thigh, pelvic floor, tight pair of jeans, draw the lower belly in. Inhale, let it go, ribs expand. Exhale, draw everything up, inner thighs, pelvic floor, lower belly, feel the rib cage knit together, the fingers come towards each other. As you inhale, let everything release, ribs expand to the side. One more like that. As you exhale, draw up inner thighs, pelvic floor, lower belly, rib cage knits. Inhale, let it expand. Keep breathing like that as we move through class. As you inhale, you're going to sweep the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, bring your hands out in front of you to 90 degrees. As you inhale, you're going to draw the right elbow back like a bow and arrow. And as you exhale, extend the fingers all the way behind you. Inhale, sweep it all the way to the front. As you exhale, left hip stays forward, left elbow moves back. Take the hand out behind you. And then as you exhale, sweep it all the way back to the front. One more each side. The pelvis stays still, the rib cage moves backwards with the elbow. Sweep the arm out behind you, and then draw a line along the horizon, bring it back to the start. One more time, left side moves back. Sweep it all the way around, back to center. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, right hand comes down, left hand reaches all the way up and over, getting a nice side body stretch. Inhale, come through center. And then as you exhale, lower the left hand, reach the right fingertips long. Inhale through center. Notice that your weight is still even on the ball as you exhale, side bend towards the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend over towards the left. Inhale through center. And as you exhale, you're going to take your hands down to the ball. Walk yourself to the back of your mat. Place the ball just in front of your feet again. Take an inhale, sweep those arms up. As you exhale, as if you're diving over that ball, really round out the spine, arch yourself forward. Take the fingertips to the ball, and then you're just going to walk the ball all the way forward. Come into a flat back position as you press the ball away from you. Sit bones to the back of the mat. And then as you exhale, gentle pressure in through the ball. Start to bend the knees, and you're going to bring yourself all the way, rolling up to center. Walk the ball into the knees, leave the ball behind as you inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And then as you exhale, dive over your barbed wire fence. Bend your knees as much as you need to make that C curve. Fingertips come to the ball, keep rounding through the spine. As you press the ball out, you then come into a flat back. Send the crown of the head forward, the sit bones back. Exhale, gentle pressure down into the ball. Engage the lats. Start to roll the ball all the way up towards you. Stack the spine to standing. One more standing roll down. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, dive forward. Start to press the ball out as you come to an inhale, flat back. And then as you exhale, press into the ball, stack the spine. Coming all the way to standing. Take the ball in between your hands. We're coming into our squat, so take your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Toes can turn out. Sink the hips back as if I'm pressing you back from your hip creases. We're going to hold this first squat to start with. Your hands can be reaching in front of you, holding the ball. If you need a little bit more support, you can take the ball down and have it as a balance point. Take a peek down, make sure that you can see your toes, and whatever direction your toes are facing, your knees are facing in the same direction. Take one more breath, holding in your squat. And then either holding the ball or leaving it on the floor. As you exhale, you're going to come to stand. Inhale to squat. Exhale to stand. We're doing 8 more. If you're reaching that ball up and overhead, you're making sure that the shoulders are staying out of the ears. Nice long reach through the arms. Two more. Come down into your squat. Hold your ball right out in front of your face. And we're going to do 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Right hand comes on top, left hand underneath. 1, 2, 3. Switch it out. Left hand on top. 1, 2, 3. Back to center. 1, 2, 3. Right hand on top. 1, 2, 3. Left hand on top. 1, 2, 3. Come to center. Exhale, come to standing. Bring the feet about hips distance apart. Once again, the ball can be down for extra stability. You're going to raise up onto the toes. Maybe you're reaching that ball up and overhead. And then we're coming down into squats on our tippy toes. So send the hips back. Keep the heels lifted. And then as you exhale, come to standing. Inhale, sink the hips. Exhale, come to stand. 8 more. Make sure that you're keeping your weight through your second toe, big toe. Drawing up through that inner thigh line to make sure that the knees don't collapse in or out. And make sure that the ankles aren't rolling out to the pinky toe side. Two more. One more. We're going to sink down into our tiptoe squat. Once again, bring the ball out in front of you. We're going to pulse those hands. So starting center. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the ball. Right hand up. 1, 2, 3. Left hand up. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Keep the heels lifted. One more time. Center. 1, 2, 3. Right hand up. 1, 2, 3. Left hand up. 1, 2, 3. Set the ball down. Lower the heels. Reach the hands forward. Tailbone back. Forward fold. Roll the ball all the way in towards you. Come to stand long on your mat. And you're going to sit on the ball as if you're riding a horse. I've clearly never ridden a horse very much in my life because I'm pretty sure this is not how it's done. But your feet are behind you, your knees are coming down over the sides of the balls. Your toes are tagged behind you. Take a nice deep inhale. Spine is straight. As you exhale, squeeze the knees towards each other. Inhale, release. Exhale, adductor squeeze. Inhale, release. We've got 8 more. Last one. If this is working for you, you can stay here. Otherwise, keep the ball between the knees. You're going to rock back so that you land on your feet. So now you're in a squat position. The ball is off the floor. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 8 little squeezes of that ball. Remembering pelvic floor, lower belly, rib cage, knitting. And then you're going to release the squeeze. Keep the ball between your knees. You're just going to isolate your right knee. So see if you can squeeze just your right knee for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the right knee still. Left knee squeezes for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly release that ball. Turn to face the long end of your, turn to face the short edge of your mat. Left foot forward, right foot back. Right hand is on the ball. We're going to come into a lunge. So you're going to lunge forward, and as if you're coming into a power lunge, make sure you've got enough room in front of you. You're going to push that ball all the way forward, and then drive into the left heel as you exhale, straighten the legs, come up. Inhale, torso comes forward. Exhale, come back up. We're going to do 2 more like this. Make sure that that left knee is tracking in line with the second and third toe, and the left hip is hugging to the midline. If this is feeling good, you can stay here. Otherwise, if you want more challenge, you're going to take the ball in the hands. As you inhale, you're going to reach that ball out in front of you, come into your lunge. And then as you exhale, ball comes overhead as you straighten the legs. Inhale, reach and lunge. Exhale, come to standing. 6 more. As you come to stand, really think of scissoring those inner thighs towards each other. This time you're going to lunge forward. The ball can be down on the floor for extra support. We're coming into warrior 3. So either ball down or ball stays in your hands. You're going to lift that right foot up behind you. Maybe you take the ball down just to square off your hips, gentle bend in the left knee. Otherwise, you're reaching the ball out in front of you. If you've got the ball out in front of you, you're going to drop the ball and catch. Drop and catch. We got 6 more. Catch the ball, come back into your lunge. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. We'll take it to the other side, so take the ball underneath the left hand, step the left leg back nice and long. As you inhale, roll that ball forward, lunge deeply. As you exhale, drive into the heel, snake the ball back behind you. Inhale, draw it forward, right arm reaches. Exhale, come back. 2 more. Make sure that that right knee isn't projecting way far forward over the right ankle. You might have to make your stance a little longer. You can stay with this for 8 more, otherwise you're taking the ball in the hands. As you inhale, reach that ball forward. As you exhale, come to stand. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, come to stand. 6 more. come to standing. We're coming to warrior three, so option to put the ball down, option to keep it reaching with you. Coming forward into your warrior three. If you're holding that ball up above you, you're going to drop and release for 8. And knock over your water bottle. And catch the ball, step back into your lunge, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, come all the way to standing. Lessons on setting up your space. From here, you're going to take the ball back behind you. You're going to have the top of the right foot on the ball. You can feel free to have a chair here in front of you if you need to for balance. Take the hands to the hips. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, the ball's going to roll along the shin as you bend into the left knee, coming to a reverse lunge. Exhale, bring it back to standing. Inhale, push that ball behind you, come into your lunge. Exhale to stand. We're doing 6 more. Make sure that both hips are moving back evenly and you're not rotating from one side to another. Keep hugging in through that left hip. Come back down into your lunge. From here, you're going to plant the hands, step the left foot back to meet the right. You're in a plank. Step the left foot forward, drive through the foot, come all the way to standing. Slowly roll that right leg back, plant the hands, plank. Step the left foot forward, drive through the heel, slowly come all the way to standing. We're going to do 4 more. The slower you can move through this, the stronger you will get. Last one. Eek. And then come all the way to standing. And you're just going to switch it to the other side. So bring the top of the left foot onto the ball. Grab your balance on the right foot. Make sure the hips are even. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to lunge all the way back down. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, drive to stand. Inhale to lunge. Exhale to stand. We're going to take 4 more, focusing on your alignment points. I did lie, we're going to do 2 more. We do 6 of the other one, we'll do 8 of these. I can't have you all lopsided. Come back down into your lunge. Plant the hands, engage the pelvic floor, lower belly, step back to plank. Step the right foot forward, ground down, second toe, big toe, all the way through that inner thigh line. Come all the way up to standing. Roll the leg back, come into your lunge. Plant the hands, slow with control, plank. Step the right foot forward, drive through the heel, come all the way to standing. 4 more of these. snake the ball in front of you. This is a little bit of a tricky balance move, so you're just going to try it. You're going to bring your shins to the ball. Maybe this is enough for you, keeping the toes down and just working a little bit of a bounce here. Otherwise, you're going to plant the hands on the ball, slowly start to shift yourself forward so you're in all fours on the ball. Once again, maybe this is where you stay, just playing with your balance, finding an all fours position on the ball. Otherwise, you're going to keep rolling that ball forward so that it's under your shins. Maybe your butt sits to your heels. Maybe you can come to stand tall on the ball. Maybe you're just working the balance here. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you've got a chair or something out in front of you as a little bit of a safety point. Otherwise, you're going to reach the hands out in front of you, take an inhale, just like we did at the start. As you exhale, bow and arrow, draw that right arm back, reach all the way back, and then sweep along the horizon. You may be wobbling all over the place, and that is fine. Draw the left elbow back, left hip stays forward, sweep along the horizon with your inhale. Just 2 more on each side. And then slowly make your way off the ball. We are going to come to seated. So sit yourself on the ball, take your hands to your hips. We're just going to start with some circles. So think of drawing a circle along the floor with your tailbone. So your torso is staying still. You're trying to isolate that roll of the ball underneath you coming from your pelvis. And then you're going to come in the other direction. And then we're going to take some tilts. So think of sending your tailbone all the way to the back of the room as if you're trying to push the ball out behind you. And then as you exhale, think of scooping the tailbone towards the ribs, round the lower spine, ball draws underneath you. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3 more. So it's like cat-cow sitting on the ball. So we're trying to isolate the lower spine. The upper spine is staying relatively still. And then come to neutral. Walk yourself back a little bit on your ball so that you've got enough space in front of you. Your feet are going to be a little bit long, so a slight bend in your knees, and you're going to be perched at the front of your ball. Take your hands out in front of you, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to do that C-curve scoop, tailbone towards the rib cage, and then like you're hugging a tree, you're going to make a big circle with your arms. As you inhale, you're going to unroll, stack the spine, open the arms. And then as you exhale, C-curve, hug your tree. Inhale, open up extension, look towards the right thumb. As you exhale, scooping around, hug your tree. Inhale, open up, extension, upper spine, look to the left. Exhale, when you hug, opposite arm on top. 2 more, inhale, look to the right. Exhale, draw it all in. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw it all in. Inhale, open. Exhale, come back to neutral. Reposition yourself on the ball if it got a little bit away from you. Take an inhale, float the arms up and float the arms out in front of you. This time as you exhale, you're going to roll down. At the bottom, you're going to send that right arm all the way behind you. Make sure that the right knee hasn't come with you. Inhale, sweep it all the way back up to tall. As you exhale, bend the knees, scoop the tailbone at the bottom. You're going to send that left arm twist all the way behind you. Left knee in line with right. As you exhale, sweep the horizon, roll out of your C-curve, stack the spine. Exhale, roll down, right arm sweeps. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, roll down, left arm sweeps. Inhale, bring it back up. 3 more times on each side. Inhale, bring it back up. This time you're going to straighten out through the legs. Excuse me. Bring the feet about max distance apart. We're coming into saw. Legs are straight, arms are wide. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to rotate towards the right. See if you can cut off the right pinky toe with your left pinky finger. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, twist, left finger, right toes. Inhale through center. Keep going. If you can't get to your left little toe without moving your shoulder, that's fine. I want the movement to come from your thoracic spine. And if that means that, like me, you're tapping the middle of the mat, then that's okay. It just means that you have less thoracic mobility available to you than is potentially ideal. One more each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, bring it in. Once again, you're going to kind of sit towards the front edge of your ball. Have the feet a little bit out in front of you. And you're going to bring the arms out in front. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to forklift the arms, lean the spine back like you're stiff on a board. As you inhale, take off your top hat, reach your arms overhead as you straighten the legs. And then as you exhale, dive over your barbed wire fence. Sweep the arms all the way back and around. Backs of the hands make a big circle to touch in front of you as you inhale. And then as you exhale, float yourself all the way back up to start. Inhale here. Exhale, forklift the arms, lean back, straight spine. Inhale, take off your top hat, straighten your legs. Exhale, dive over your barbed wire fence. As you inhale, big circle, full range of movement with those arms, backs of the hands touch. And then as you exhale, roll yourself up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, forklift, lean back. Inhale, straighten the legs, take off your top hat. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms. Exhale, draw the ball under you, stack the spine. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Inhale, circle, sweep. Exhale, stack. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lean. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Inhale, circle, sweep. Exhale, meet. Roll all the way up your spine. Beautiful. From here, we are going to come into the hundreds. So you're going to walk yourself forward. So come to the back of your mat, walk yourself forward so that your legs and your glutes are free, your upper back is supported on the mat. On the ball. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, gentle tuck of the chin to the chest, the ribs slide towards the hips, your glutes and hamstrings are engaged. Try and keep the ball as still as possible, and we pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, you're going to let your spine take the shape of the ball, bring the hips down towards the floor, and then you're going to let the upper back arch over the ball. Open the elbows out. You should feel a really nice thoracic expansion. Take an inhale here. Keep your hips on the floor as you exhale. You're just going to round the spine. See if you can bring the elbows towards the knees. Inhale, lean back, open the spine. Exhale, elbows to knees. You're going to take 3 more just like that. Last one. And then you're going to bring the upper back on the ball and lift the hips up. Your hands can be behind your head, or you can bring them somewhere else on your body. You can always bring them down towards the floor of the ball for stability. We're going to start by keeping the head down. You're going to lift the right heel, set it down. Left heel, set it down. Right heel, set it down. Pelvis stays even. Left heel, set it down. You can stay there. Otherwise, you're going to start by lifting the right foot. Maybe it can come all the way to tabletop. Slowly set it down. Left foot, maybe it comes all the way to tabletop. Set it down. This does not have to be fast. What I want you to do in your body is see if you can keep the distance between the ribs and the hips on both sides even. Your ball is going to shift a little bit, and that's fine. Your goal is to keep as much stability as you can. If you want this a little bit harder, you're going to float those arms up towards the ceiling. Keep the glutes lifted, don't let the lower back sink. One more on each side. Bring it down. Bring the hands behind the head as you exhale, come into that upper abdominal curl. So now we're going to combine the curl with the munge. You can stick with just lifting the heels. Otherwise, maybe you can lift that right leg to tabletop, set it down. Left leg to tabletop, set it down. Keep going. Maybe, if you're feeling jazzy, you can add a little bit of a twist. Left rib cage to right hip. Come through center. Exhale, right rib cage to left hip. Inhale, center. We're going to do 2 more on each side. And then just let the hips sink towards the floor. And press yourself all the way back up. Upper body is supported on the mat, on the ball. My goodness. Bring your hands to a nice big T, palms face up towards the sky. Your hips stay still. You're thinking like you're a big typewriter. So you're going to shift your body weight over to the left. The ball is going to start to roll to the right side of your thoracic cage and your right arm. Go to the edge of your limit, and then you're going to come back through center and send the ball over to the left. Move your body weight to the right. Come back through center. We're just going to do a couple more in each direction. You should feel this in your legs. You should feel this in your abs. And come back through center. Bring your hands to meet above your face. You can interlace your fingers, take an inhale. Similar concept. As you exhale, the legs stay still. Send the fists over towards the left. The ball is going to start to roll underneath your left shoulder. And then come back through center. Roll over towards the right. And then come back through center. 2 more times on each side. Inhale through center, exhale, bring it down. From here, you're going to move the ball so it's a little bit more supported under your lower back. Take the hands behind the head, bending through the knees. You're going to let your spine curve all the way along the ball, but don't let your pelvis just drop. So you're still keeping that pelvic floor, lower belly kind of awareness, a neutral pelvis. As you exhale, gentle tuck of the chin to the chest. Rib cage slides towards the hips as you come all the way up into a crunch. Keep the lower belly crunch as you inhale. Just release the thoracic spine long. And then as you exhale, gentle tuck of the chin, slide the rib cage, ribs to the pelvis. Release just the upper body, even if it doesn't go all the way to the ball. And then as you exhale, elbows stay wide, and draw it up. We've got 4 more. Option to come up onto the tippy toes. Last one. And then roll yourself all the way up. We're going to come into our, what would be our side kick or side kneeling series from here. So bring the ball off to one side. You're going to have the ball underneath your right forearm. Your right knee is going to be underneath your right hip, and then your left leg is going to come nice and long out to the side. Hips are squared to the front of the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap it down. 6 more. Keep that right shoulder away from the ear. Keep the leg lifted, do 5 little circles to the front. And then 5 little circles to the back. Keep the leg lifted, keep the pelvis stable, flex the foot, kick forward. And then point the toes, come back only so far that it stays in your hip, not your lower back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back. 6 more. Try as much as you can to keep that leg at the height of the hip. Slowly tap that foot down. Come all the way up. Keep the ball to the right side of you. You're going to come down. The right foot is going to be underneath you. The left foot is going to plant in front of the right ankle. Hug the ball underneath the right side of your body. We're going to take a side bend. So take an inhale here, reach the left arm long. As you exhale, press through the feet, scissor the inner thighs. Come into a big rainbow arch over the ball, big side body stretch. And then as you inhale, bend the knees, come back. You might have to adjust where you are with your distance to the ball. Exhale, press the feet, reach, reach, reach. Inhale, come down. We're going to do 6 more. So this isn't just a chilling kind of exercise. You should really feel your inner thighs squeezing here. And you should keep engaging through your abdominals. One more. Slowly release. From here, we're going to turn around and face the ball. We are coming to the other side. We're just going to do a little bit of work in between. So you're going to start by coming down onto your forearms. We just worked the left leg. We're going to keep working the left leg. So plant down through the right knee. Send that left leg behind you. Hips stay square to the floor. As you exhale, you're going to float that left leg up. Inhale, tap it down. This is way harder than what it looks like it should be. We're going for 6 more. You should feel your glute working here. I want you to keep that left knee pointing towards the floor, left hip pointing towards the floor, lower abdominals drawing in so that the lower back isn't sinking towards the mat. Two more. Now you're going to bend the left knee but draw the heel in towards the glute. As you exhale, you're going to donkey kick behind you. Inhale, tap the knee. Exhale, donkey kick. Make sure you haven't shifted all of your weight to the right or left side. Try and keep that weight even through both forearms. 4 more. Beautiful. From here, you're going to ground down evenly through both forearms. Step one leg back, step the other leg back. You've landed in your plank pose. If this is too much, you're going to stay with the knee down. We're going to do exactly the same thing. So shift the weight into the right foot. As you exhale, left foot lifts. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, set it down. We're going for 6 more. I personally find this a little bit easier, and I'm not sure why. Slowly set the foot down, send the arms out in front of you, take a little break. And then roll that ball back in, and we're going to do those donkey kicks. So grounding down through the forearms, take an inhale. As you exhale, send one leg back, then the other leg back, landing in the forearm plank. Ground down through the right foot, bend the left knee. Exhale, donkey kick. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, kick. Inhale, neutral. 6 more. Set the foot down, set the knees down, send the ball forward, take an inhale. As you exhale, drive down through the palms, a little baby roll up here. And we'll take it over to the other side. So bring that ball underneath the left forearm, left knee under left hip, lean slightly into the ball, take the right leg long, right hip on top of left. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, reach long through the leg to lift. Inhale, set it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, set it down. 6 more, keeping the bottom waistline long. Keep the leg up and take 5 little circles to the front. Just in the, change directions, just in the perimeter of your hip joint. As you exhale, flex the foot, kick forward. Inhale, point, come back, only so much that it's in your hip and not your lower back. Exhale, kick, come forward. Inhale, point, come back. Take 6 more. If you can keep your leg at the height of the hip, that's ideal. I feel like I'm not quite there with my flexibility or strength or both. Keep pushing the ball away. One more. Slowly set the foot down. Walk yourself to the edge of your mat. That left leg curls underneath you. Right foot plants in front of the left ankle. Hug over the ball. Inhale, reach that right arm long. As you exhale, press through the feet. Squeeze the inner thighs. Make a nice big side arch with your body. Inhale, come back. 7 more. Last one. And then come back through center. Bring that ball out in front of you. We're coming into those we're coming into those extensions, leg extensions. Just like that. So both forearms on the ball, left knee is down. Right leg will reach long behind you. Take an inhale here. Even weight through the arms as you exhale. Straight leg raise. Inhale, set it down. Keep hugging the left hip in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, set it down. We're going to do 6 more. Bend the right knee, draw the heel in towards the glute. Donkey kicks for 8. Keep both hips facing the ball. Option to stay there. Otherwise, I personally find this next option easier. Plant down through the forearms, step one leg back, step the other leg back through the forearm plank, straight leg raise on the right for 8. Both hips face down, shoulders out of the ears. Set the knees down, give your arms a little break. And then coming back up into your plank for those donkey kicks. Bend the knee, exhale kick, inhale neutral. Exhale kick, inhale neutral. 6 more. Set it back to plank. Set the knees down. We're going to come back. We're going to come into a little bit of extension work. It might be helpful for you to bring yourself up against the wall so that you have your feet pressing in against the wall, just so you don't slide. So you're going to extend your legs long. The ball is going to be supporting your lower pelvis and your belly. Reach the arms long in front of you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift the chest, cactus the arms, draw the chest through the gateway of the arms. Inhale, dive into the water. Engage the glutes. As you exhale, cactus the arms, draw the chest up. We've got 8 more here. Two more. And then bring it down. From here, you're just going to let yourself roll forward over the ball. And we're going to come into a version of bird dog. So there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can do it so that your fingers and your toes are both on the mat and you're supported like that. So actually, let's all start there. Your toes are on the mat, your hands are on the mat, the ball is underneath your center. Take an inhale, set a neutral pelvis. As you exhale, reach left leg, right arm in opposition. Inhale, slowly set it down. Exhale, reach left arm, right leg. Inhale, set it down. Do 2 more on each side. The gaze is neutral. The ball is a really nice feedback because it's going to tell you if you're rotating through your pelvis. You can stay here. Otherwise, you can walk yourself forward a little bit so that the legs are floating. Hands are down. And we'll do the same thing. You're going to engage through the left glutes, lift the left leg and the right arm. Set it down. Right leg, left arm. Set it down. If your legs are off the ball, make sure that you're not just sinking into your lower back. So really try and draw that lower rib cage together. Find that rib to hip connection. And make sure that you're not just dumping into the lower back or the shoulders. One more each side. And then slowly let yourself roll over the ball. From here, you're going to come to the back of your mat and you'll walk yourself up so that you can bring your forearms down on the mat and your legs are going to kind of extend long up behind you. So the upper thighs are lifted off the mat. Externally rotate the feet, the legs. You're going to tap the heels together with a point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Point 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Point 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Point 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Point 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Point 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Point 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Beautiful. From here, roll yourself all the way to the back of your mat, and then you're going to walk yourself forward. The less of your body is supported by the ball, the harder this is going to be. So the further it is towards your feet, the harder it's going to be. Maintain a nice plank position here. Keep the arms straight. As you inhale, press the ball away. And then as you exhale, keep the arms straight, pull towards you. Inhale, maintain your plank, press back. Exhale, pull forward. 3 more. Keep the arms straight, press back. Bend the elbows hug to midline. As you exhale, draw it forward. Straight arms back. Exhale, bend the elbows, draw yourself forward. 3 more. Keeping that nice strong plank position in through the upper body. And then we reverse, bend the elbows, press away, draw it towards you. Bend the elbows, press away, straight arms, draw towards you. 3 more. And then from here, you're just going to draw your knees in towards your chest. Have the hands on the floor and just let yourself roll into a little ball. Alright, so from here, you're going to shift the shoulders over the wrists. You're going to have the shins on the ball, or you're going to have the knees / lower thighs on the ball. Further away is harder, closer in is easier. Come into your plank, take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Inhale, send it long. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. So this is like a double leg stretch on our backs, except we are now on our fronts and we're rolling a ball. Four more. And then from here, you're just going to snake that ball back and towards you and roll yourself off. Come back to the middle of your mat. We're going to do one last little extension thing before we roll ourselves over. So you've got a couple of options here. You can either come into like a baby swan. So you'll have the ball supporting just in front of your hips. Externally rotate your legs. And just like we did in that lat pull series, you're going to keep the arms straight, press the ball away, and the legs will kind of just stay neutral and you'll bring yourself back in. Otherwise, you're going to walk yourself forward a bit. You're going to bend the elbows, press yourself away, legs come high, really engage the glutes. And then as you exhale, bring it in. Bend the elbows, press away, legs come high, pelvis lifts, exhale, draw it in. Swan dive, inhale, exhale, draw it in. 2 more. Inhale, legs high, exhale, draw it in. Inhale, legs high, exhale, draw it in. And then you're going to make your way as gracefully or ungracefully as you can off your ball. So come to sit at the top of your mat. We're going to do a little bit of work on the floor and we're going to cool it down. So, we're going to start with our roll up. Extend your legs out in front of you, take the ball in your hands. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to start to peel your spine all the way down. Strongly engage through the legs, and as if that ball is attached to a string at the front of the mat, you're slowly lowering down. Inhale, reach that ball all the way up and overhead. And then as you exhale, start to float it over your face. Gentle tuck of the chin to the chest. Peel one segment of the spine off the mat at a time. Keep your C curve. See if you can reach that ball beyond your toes. And for today, we're going to stay in that C curve. You're going to roll all the way back down. Shoulders out of the ears. Just 2 more. Inhale, reach the ball on. Exhale, start to reach it forward, chin to chest, ribs to hips, peel the spine, C curve up and over your barbed wire fence. And then slowly lower down. Stay strong through those legs. Bring yourself up. Always option to stay with that, otherwise we're going to come into rolling like a ball. So you're actually going to hold the ball in front of your shins. If you have little T-Rex arms like me, this is a little bit difficult. Rock back off your balance point, toes come to hover. The idea is that you pull the ball into the shins, press the shins into the ball without kicking the ball. So heels are kind of driving towards the glutes. Take an inhale. As you exhale, scoop the pelvic floor, lower belly, roll back, catch your balance on your shoulders, and then roll forward, catch your balance on your sit bones. Roll back, catch your balance, roll forward, catch your balance. So what I want you to pay attention to here is that you're trying to roll evenly along your spine. So if you find that you end up being really wonky on your mat, you're probably rolling unevenly and you're probably driving more to that side than the other. So that's something that you just need to look at in your body and see if you can engage evenly through your abdominals, even draw of the heels together towards the glutes. One more. And then come up. From here, you're going to set that ball in between your ankles. We're coming into open leg rocker. So grab behind the knees, shift your weight back, and then you're just going to hug the ball around the middle with your ankles. Option to keep the knees bent as you lift the ball. Option to straighten the legs. Option to bring the hands closer down towards the ankles. Take an inhale here. Once again, as you exhale, scoop pelvic floor, lower belly, roll through the spine. Catch your balance. Maybe you can drop the ball and catch it in the ankles, and then roll along the spine. Drop the ball, catch, and then roll back. Just an option. You do not have to drop the ball and catch it. It just gives you a little bit of feedback as to whether you're using momentum to hold your balance or to get you into that position, or if you're actually using the strength to get into position. You're going to do two more. I do not have sufficient amounts of space right here. And then from there, you're going to set the ball down. How much time have we got? Alright, from here we're going to roll ourselves onto our backs. We're going to do a quick little bridge, and then we are going to stretch it out. So plant the feet on the ball. The soles of the feet are going to hug the curve of the ball. Hands can be down, or for more challenge, hands are going to be up above you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, roll through imprint, scoop the tail to the center line, and then start to lift the hips up, coming into your bridge. And then back of the ribs hit first. Slowly peel yourself down segment by segment. Roll through neutral spine as you inhale. Exhale, come through imprint, C curve, scoop, navel to spine. Roll up into your bridge, lift your hips. And then slowly roll yourself down. You're going to take 6 more just like this. Last one. Probably my least favorite exercise ever. Give your legs a little bit of a shake out. And then last bit of work here, you're going to plant your left foot. Actually, no, you're going to come up on both feet. So take an inhale. Exhale, roll through your imprint, come up into your bridge. Ground down through your right foot, send your left leg to the sky. Flex, inhale, lower, point, exhale, lift. Inhale, flex and lower, exhale, point and lift. 3 more, inhale, exhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale, lift. Set the left foot back on the ball, ground down through the left foot. Inhale, send the right foot to the sky, point. Exhale here. Inhale, flex and lower. Exhale, point and lift. Inhale, flex and lower. Exhale, point and lift. 3 more. Set the foot down, segmentally roll down through the spine. Send the right leg along with the ball. Take your hands behind the left leg anywhere. Just come into a little bit of a hamstring stretch, point and flex. And then draw the ball in towards you. Send the left leg along the ball. Draw the right leg in towards you, grabbing anywhere behind the leg for your hamstring stretch. And then from here, you're going to bend the left knee in towards you, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and just use the draw of that left heel on the ball to bring you into like a reclined pigeon. If this doesn't work with the ball, you can always ditch the ball and just come into a reclined pigeon. Just adds a little bit of an extra element of, I don't know, fun, jazz, whatever. And then you're going to slowly release, send the right heel to the ball, cross the left ankle on the right knee, and then draw that ball in towards you, coming into your reclined pigeon on this side. And then slowly release. You're going to draw the ball in towards you. Both knees come over the ball. Send the hands out to a capital T. And you can either just twist to one side and hold, or you can gently use the momentum of that ball to rock yourself from side to side. And when you're ready, you can take any other movements, stretches, anything you need to make in your body, anything you need to do in your body to make yourself feel complete. Wow, my brain is cooked. And when you're ready, you're going to come to stillness. Just letting the weight of the legs rest into the ball. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. As always, thank you so much for practicing with me today. Today, as you go forward, may you have gratitude in your thoughts, kindness in your words, and lightness in your heart. Namaste.